Please note the information in this video is for educational purposes only, and the figures given in the video are for illustration purposes only. You should consult a financial planner when making financial decisions. Now let's get on with the video. Early retirement sounds like a dream, right? Imagine waking up every day knowing your time is entirely your own. But how much money do you really need to make that dream a reality? In this video, we are going to break down the numbers so you can plan for the future you want with realistic, actionable steps. Let's start with a simple yet powerful concept, the 25x rule. This rule is a quick way to estimate how much you need to retire early. The idea is that you should aim to save 25 times your annual expenses. For example, if you plan to live on $40,000 a year, you'd need $1 million saved up. But remember, this is just a starting point. Let's dig deeper into how you can calculate your exact number. To figure out how much you will need, you first have to estimate your annual expenses in retirement. Think about your lifestyle. Will you own your home outright, or will you still have a mortgage? What about healthcare costs, which can rise as you age? Will you want to travel, pursue hobbies, or simply relax? Let's say you estimate needing $50,000 per year to cover all your expenses, including a buffer for unexpected costs. Now, let's talk about inflation. The cost of living tends to rise over time, which means your money will need to stretch further in the future. Historically, inflation averages around 2 to 3% per year. To account for this, you might need to save more than your initial estimate. For example, if you're 30 years old now and plan to retire at 50, that's 20 years of inflation to consider. This could increase your $50,000 yearly requirement to around $74,000 by the time you retire. The next key concept is the safe withdrawal rate, commonly pegged at 4%. This means you can withdraw 4% of your savings each year without running out of money over a typical 30-year retirement. So, if you have $1.25 million saved up, you could withdraw $50,000 per year. But if you plan to retire even earlier and live longer, you might want to use a more conservative rate, like 3.5%, to ensure your money lasts. Another factor to consider is taxes. Depending on where your money is saved in a 401(k) IRA or taxable account, you might owe taxes on your withdrawals. This could reduce your net income, meaning you might need a bit more saved to cover those tax bills. For instance, if you're withdrawing $50,000 per year and owe $5,000 in taxes, you'll need an extra cushion to maintain your lifestyle. While planning for early retirement, it's important to think about other potential income streams. Will you qualify for Social Security? And if so, when will you start taking it? Maybe you'll have rental income, dividends, or even a part-time job doing something you love. These additional income sources can reduce the amount you need to save up front or allow you to retire even earlier. Let's look at an example. Meet Sarah and John. They're 35 years old, aiming to retire by 55. They've estimated that they'll need $60,000 per year in retirement. Using the 25 times rule, they'd need $1.5 million saved. But, factoring in inflation and taxes, they decide to target $2 million to be safe. They currently have $500,000 saved and plan to save an additional $40,000 per year, investing it in a diversified portfolio with an expected return of 7% annually. With compounding, they're on track to reach their $2 million goal by 55. One final piece of advice: stay flexible. Life is unpredictable, and so is the economy. Be prepared to adjust your plans if needed. If the market takes a downturn or your expenses rise unexpectedly, you might need to work a little longer or cut back on spending. Flexibility is key to ensuring a comfortable and stress-free retirement. So how much money do you really need to retire early? It depends on your lifestyle, goals, and how much risk you're willing to take. Start with the 25 times rule, factor in inflation, taxes, and potential income streams, and adjust your plans as needed. With careful planning and discipline, early retirement can be more than just a dream. It can be your reality. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Watch our next video in the Prosperity Project, where we help you turn financial freedom into a reality.